Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we will going to see the like operator and wildcat character. So before we move on to topic, if you are new to my channel, we would request you to please subscribe my channel and hit a like button if you like this video and share this video to the maximum people who want to learn the MySQL. So now come to the topic. Here we will focus on the like operator and wildcard character. So as we know that the like operator is used in where clause to search a specific pattern in a column. There are the two wildcard often used in a conjunction with the like operator. One is a percentage sign and another one is a underscore sign. So what is the difference between these two? We will going to see that. So percentage sign is represent 0, 1 or multiple character. So for example, in Apple, the A, you want to search the pattern of the letter A and you don't know how many character will come after A. So you will going to use a percentage sign. But the underscore sign is only represent the single and one character. So you have to be 100% sure after A there will be a P. So only one character will going to represent. So we will going to see the practically, in the example what I mean to say over here. So now I'll quickly move on to my MySQL application. So here we have a customer table in front of us. So this is a customer table you can see on my screen. And now we will going to see syntax for like operator. So here I'm just selecting star means all the record from the customer table, where the customer name column like we have to use a like operator over here starting with A, and we are using a percentage sign because we don't know what will come after A. And the percentage sign, it can be one character or a multiple character as well. So if I select this and I'll execute this, you can see the customer name column, all the values which are starting with A. So this is the one example that we want to search for a pattern. Now we will going to see the customer name ending with A. Okay, so this is a syntax for that. So select star from customer. Customers are nothing but our table name, where the customer name, like we will put a percentage sign first because we don't know what is, because we want to search ending with A, right? So we want a value in a customer name which are ending with A, but we don't know what is coming after A. Before A. So that's where we are putting a percentage sign. And as we know that the percentage sign is representing one and more than one character over here. So if I select this statement and if I execute that, so if you see only one value, which is ending with A, we have over here in front of us. So this is the second example that we want to see in the like operator. Now we will going to see select all the customer with the customer name that have or in any position. So what I mean to say, I'll just show you the syntax for that. So this is the syntax for that. Select all from customer table, where the customer name like percentage or percentage. Okay. So if I execute this one, so if you see the customer name OR, right? So this is like OR, right? MOR, right? If you see this one, MOR, and over here OR, horn, right? HOR. So OR is there. So these two record, right? So we don't know what is the character before this, and what is the character after OR, right? So we know the middle of the character, but we don't know what is the starting character and what is the end character. So that is how we use a percentage. And I hope you got a glance of how we are using a percentage sign over here, right? So this is how it works. Now we want to select all the customer name that have R in the second position, right? So how can we write a syntax for that? So it's a very easy syntax. So I'll just show you that syntax in a while. This is the syntax for that. So we want to select all the records from customers where customer name like, right? That is the R is in second position, as I said. So we know that R should be in the second position. We want that record in our table. So if I select this and I'll execute it. So AR, right? So R is in the second position, and we are using an underscore sign because the underscore sign is representing the single character, right? So that is why only it will return me the record which have the second position as a R, right? So if I execute this one, right? I have already executed, I guess. So yeah, so this is the result that we can see. Now the third example that we will going to see, we want to select all the customers with a customer name that start with A and are at least 3 character in length. Okay, so how we can do that? So I'll just show you the syntax for that one. So this is the syntax for that one. So that is already there. Customer name like A, okay. And the second position we are using underscore, and third position we are using the percentage sign. So what we want to say is it should start with A, and the second position can be it should at least be a 3 character in the length, right? So we need only the 3 character, that is the second and this one. So if I execute this, right, you can see it is starting with A, okay, and the second position at least 3 character in the length. So all these records are at least 3 so which are, all the record which are less than 3, we will not going to see over here, because here we are trying to say it should start with A, and the second record can be anything because it is an underscore, and third record can be anything, it can be the multiple character as well. So that is how we can see this. Now let's go for the another example. Select all customer with the contact name that start with A and ends with O. So how can we write the syntax statement for that? Select star from customer where the contact name like A. So our example is to start with A and end with O. Okay. So we'll put A and then we'll put a %n because we don't know what is how many character will be in between. And then the O, we will put it at the end, right? So if I execute this statement, right. So we want a contact name, right? So contact name starting with A and ending with O. So these two record we can see over here. Now let's go to the next one. So select all the customer with a customer name that does not start with A. Okay, so how can we write the syntax for that? Okay, select star from customer where the customer name not like A and %. If I execute this statement, you can see that the customer name not like A starting with A. So it is B and C. Okay, I hope you got it. Now we will move on to the second topic, that is a wildcard. Okay, I think it's more or less same for us. So I'll move on to my PPT. So the wildcard character is used to substitute one and more character in the string. Wildcard character are used with the like operator. The like operator is used in where clause to search a specific pattern in the column, right? So here we have a table for the like operator. So you can refer this table, okay? Now we will quickly move on to our SQL application, right? So here what we want to see is using the percentage wildcard, okay? So we want to select all the customer with the city starting with the BER, okay? So I'll just put a syntax for that. So we want all the record which are starting with BER. Okay. So this is the syntax for that. If I execute it, you can see that the city BER is starting with Berlin. Okay. So BER is the starting one. I hope you got it. Now the second example that we have is select all the customer with the city containing the pattern ES. Okay. So now let's see. Select star from customer where the city is like %ES %. Okay, because we want the pattern, the city containing the pattern like ES. Okay, so this is the syntax for that. If I execute it, there's nothing. Okay, so nothing is there. So that's why we are getting a blank records over here. Now we will move on to underscore wildcard. Okay, that is the second example that we have and the last topic for this video. So we want select all the customer with the city starting with any character followed by ondon. Okay, ONDON. Okay, so how can we write a syntax for that? So this is the syntax for that. We want ondon, that is ONDON. Okay, so we want to start, we will use the underscore character. Okay, so I'll execute it. So you can see that there is only one record, the city OND, so London. Okay, so London L, because this is, I already explained that the underscore is only the one character, if we know that. So L is, that is the one character, and ondon means London. Okay, so that is how we use a wildcard character. Now the second example that we want is select all the customer with the city starting with L, followed by the character, followed by the N, followed by any character, and followed by on. Okay, so how can we write a syntax for that? Sorry, this is not a syntax for that. So this is a syntax for that. So what is our example? The SQL statement. We need a SQL statement with a customer with starting with L, followed by any character. Any character can have after L, followed by N. Okay, and followed by any character, followed by on. Okay, so L. Okay, one character can be in between, then N, one character in between, and then ON. Okay, mostly it will give me the London as a result. So you can see the London. Okay, so that is how these are the few examples that we want to see for the wildcard. So that's all for this video. I hope you like this video. Please hit a like button, subscribe this, and share this video to the maximum people who want to learn MySQL. Thank you so much for your time.